Well, good morning! And today is a really good morning. It's a special morning, because we have a surprise for you. We have Marcus!
What's up?
He's back!
I'm here to f*** shit up.
No, you're here so that I can live again.
Yeah, so you cannot f*** shit up.
Yeah, I haven't slept really at all since Marcus left. I've had him on speed dial for the last 3 weeks. So it feels really good that you're back.
I'm glad to be back. I'm excited for
Yeah,
killing the vlog game again.
We've seen a lot of people that's missed him, so it's awesome that he's back and we are ready. Well, now we're really ready because now I can actually sleep a bit, which means we can do even more fun stuff. And we're gonna start the day with a Q&A.
Yeah, I'm gonna go do the cameras.
Okay, cool. Because as you know, we asked for a Q&A yesterday, and we have received over 1,000 questions. So I did my best to try to pick out as many good ones as possible, and there will be more Q&As. So we're gonna go ahead and get started pretty much right away. We're gonna start with cars, since I've been driving around a bit in the Lambo. I figured that was a good place to start. So, first question, what cars do you currently own? And at the moment, I have the Golf car, I have the Murcielago that I own with Richard, and then I have the Huracan. We're gonna follow that up with which car that you own did you enjoy the most? And I would have to say that I enjoy the RS6 the most. It was just the most brutal family car ever made. What car are you looking to buy next? I don't know what I'm looking to buy next. I've been so busy with the whole vlog thing that I haven't had time to think about cars for a single second. But I do feel more and more that I like four-seaters. So if I buy a new car, it will probably be something with 4 seats. Because we get more and more camera gear and drones and everything, and that would just work. But then again, I love supercars, so who knows? No plans as of now. Would you include more car stuff in the vlog? Basically, the way I try to do my vlogs is that I film whatever it is we're doing on that specific day. And of course, I could try to like call up friends to have Ferraris around all the time to try to make a really cool vlog. But for me, it's more important that we do what we do and not try to put on a super fake life just to seem super cool. So it's important for us to do good content for you guys, but it's also important to keep it real. So we're gonna move on to random things and random questions. And first one's pretty good, I think. Do you ever wear contact lenses, or how bad is your eyes? And to be honest, my eyes are pretty bad. Every night I go to bed and it looks like someone shot blood in my eyes. I should probably go see an eye doctor and figure out kind of more what's wrong with it. I use glasses, but it doesn't seem to really help. So that's on my to-do list for the next 2 weeks, to find an eye doctor and see if I can improve my eyes, because when your eyes are bleeding every night, it kind of sucks. And no, I don't wear contact lenses. I tried once and I put it in the wrong way and I was in a corner for 2 hours. Couldn't get it out, and when I finally got them out, it was so painful that I flushed the whole package down the toilet, and I have never tried it since. How often do you go back to Sweden, and what do you miss about it? I go back maybe 2 days a month, and I would say the thing I miss the most about Sweden is seeing my parents. I do try to see them when we travel a lot, but that's the one thing that I miss the most about Sweden. Can you speak any other languages besides Swedish and English? Ja, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Je parle un peu français.
But
norsk? Jeg snakker norsk. But in all fairness, Swedish is great, English is great. French I get around. I did my whole renovation in Monaco, all communicating in French, so that's pretty decent, even though I prefer not to use it. German, I just speak German sometimes. Like, you end up saying Scheiße on the blog and people wonder why, and I have no idea. I guess all skiers that's grown up skiing knows a bit of German because they've all skied a lot in the Alps. And Norwegian's easy, because I'm with Marcus all the time. How do you edit your Instagram photos? It's kind of impossible to say how I edit the photos, but most of the photos I take with a regular camera. I put them in my computer, I edit in Lightroom and Photoshop, and then I email them to my phone and I post it. Because I am not very good at editing on my phone, so I just prefer to do it that way. I think I just deleted the mail with the question that I sent to myself. Here we go. We're back. So on the subject of love, how much longer will Yannis' patience last before you ask her to marry you? You know what? I'm just taking every day as it comes, and we will see. I mean, I can't tell you guys before I say anything to her, so. But we do like each other a lot. But if you want to know more about our relationship, we have made a Q&A. So this corner, you can find the full Q&A about our relationship. So that's better than me doing that twice. And then there's a lot of questions about sort of business and goals and motivation and things like that. Which of your business do you enjoy the most? And it's kind of hard to answer that question since I do a lot of things. I ski a lot. I run a couple companies and then the vlog, and it's a lot of different things. But if I would say the one thing I enjoy the most, it's product development. To find a problem with a product or a market or a niche and then try to figure out how to create a product and how to make the product as good as possible and then put that into production. That, I would say, is the most fun part. Did you ever study before you became a pro athlete? And yes, I did study, but I also dropped out because I realized I was way, way, way better at skiing than I was at math and other school subjects. But looking back, I wish I would have focused on at least some of the subjects. I think in school you learn so much stuff you will never ever need, but there are certain parts that I wish that I read up more on. But I try to learn as I go now instead. 3 things you haven't done that you would love to do. So I have not been in a F1 car. Red Bull, hello. I have not been in a fighter jet. Actually, Red Bull, you have that too. And 3, sail around the world. All that time on the yacht with Richard made me like, that has to be the coolest thing. Just shut off your whole life for a year and sail around the world. So those would be my top 3 things. What is going through your mind before you jump off a giant cliff, and how do you push yourself to jump off the edge? To be honest, I feel 0 fear when I jump off the cliffs now that we did in Mallorca. I don't know why that is and how. I wasn't like that. Like a couple years ago, I was always kind of, a bit worried and nervous. And now I just look at things and I'm like, do I know how to do this? Is it good conditions? And if it is, it's just like, okay, let's do it. I'm not saying this to be cocky, but honestly, I don't think I even got a pulse from jumping off the cliffs that we did, which is kind of cool, but scary in a way as well. How does it feel to always know that you can buy whatever you want, like the swimming shorts? I think wealth is all relative, and of course, I have the opportunity to go up and buy a pair of expensive swimming shorts if I need a new pair. But on the other hand, I can't just go and rent a private jet every day and spend, or buy a Veyron, or buy a red camera and do. I mean, there's a lot of things that I can't do that I wish I could do, but it's all relative. I think a great thing a friend of mine once said is that he now owns a big yacht and has unlimited resources. But he told me the day he felt the richest in his life was when he sold ice cream on the beach and made 10,000 euros. Because then he could buy the sickest moped there was. And that was the day in his life when he felt like he had the most money. Fuck, it's gone again. Why is it gone? Okay,
How can you lose it?
You press things. What does money mean to you? I guess money means freedom. And I guess that is maybe the main reason that motivates me to work as hard as possible, because I think freedom is the most valuable thing in life. So that's what makes me get up early in the morning and just try to do everything I can to be the best that I can be. Do you ever get bored doing everything overkill style? What do you say, Marcus?
No, I think it's fun.
It's not like we're trying to do things overkill style. It's just everything I do, I get obsessed with it. Like now we're looking at cameras and I, like, literally, when we said goodnight, Marcus, I took a bath for 2 hours looking at gimbals and red cameras and ARRI cameras, and it's just, I get obsessed with things. So it's not like we're trying to do things overkill, it's just the way we are. And yes, it is exhausting, but it's also really, really fun. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I guess I'm kind of bad at planning for the future. I kind of live one day at a time and try to make the best out of that. And I know that if I work hard and do everything as good as I can, I will have the option to do whatever I want in the future. So not much planning going on, just working to make sure that I can do whatever I want in the future. You mentioned that you're starting up another company. Any news on that? And yes, we are starting up a new company. I am excited to show you guys. Once we have the first prototype and I have things that I can show, I will show you. And there's been a lot of progress and I'm really excited. I mean, that's the part I love the most. Finding a problem and then figuring out how to fix it. So progress, and by the fall, early winter, we should have some really good things that will hopefully make your life better. What is the best advice you've ever gotten? I would say that the best advice I've ever gotten, and the only advice I've ever listened to, is from Richard, Yannis' dad. And he once told me, if someone wants to buy it, you always sell it.
I love selling things. That's the most funniest thing to do in the world. Selling.
Moving on to some vlog future questions. What is the next big thing you are going to do? Well, we have been trying to figure out our schedule and trying to figure out exactly what to do, because I had a TV show move the date. So we are working on a schedule, but we are looking at LA and Mexico, and well, we're trying to figure out exactly what to do. We should probably, once we're done with that, go down to the computer and try to figure out. We have that, but we have a lot of traveling going on. Of course, we have a Huracan that's being built that we're going to be using a lot. We're pretty bad at planning, actually.
We are.
Like, we might go to Ibiza in 2 days, but we don't know. So we have lots of fun things, but nothing really set in stone. Our 100K video with our plan, it's equally good, but it keeps changing what we're gonna do. What do you think about the fakeness of vlogging and people always looking up to others, not taking the time to enjoy their own lives? I guess that question is like why people sit behind the computer screen and follow other people's life. To me, I don't think about it. I mean, sometimes you need some time to space out and do random things, and if you're watching Instagram or listening to a pod or watching Gossip Girl, it doesn't matter what you do, and yeah, I don't think too much about it. How does daily vlogging affect yours and Yannis' relationship? I would say that if Yanni didn't have a blog and worked with what she does, it would probably be kind of difficult and weird to have a camera around at all times, but since the cameras were around before the daily vlogging and we kind of have the same program, we work with the same things we need to be online and post and do all these things, you know, for us it's not a problem. We, you know, try to bring it up and ask each other, like, how do you feel? Everything's okay? Everything's good? Should we change stuff? And nope, hasn't affected things much. Well, besides sleeping. I have gone to bed about 4 hours later than I used to do before we started vlogging, but that's okay. Are you thinking about making vlogs like 3 times a week? What do you say, Marcus?
No.
I say no too.
You actually thought about making like 2 or 3 vlogs when we started.
That was kind of the idea. Yeah, when we started, we said, all right, we'll do a vlog maybe 2 or 3 times a week. We did a vlog the first day we worked together, so we woke up the next day like, oh, we might as well do one today as well. And that was 103 days ago.
Yeah.
And now I would feel like a complete failure if we didn't do a vlog.
Yeah.
And I'd rather feel exhausted than to feel like a failure.
The first year, we have to do daily vlogs.
Okay, we will commit to a year. We do have, I have a TV show for 10 days where I'm not allowed to record things that specific day. So those days might be real short, but there will be a video and we'll try to pre-record a few things. But okay, we will commit to 1 year of daily vlogging. That means you gotta stick around for a year, Marcus, because if I would do it myself for a year...
I got the gold card, so I guess,
exactly.
I have to.
You're locked in for a year. Can you do a vlog when you only speak Swedish? No. Because that means that 80% of the people watching wouldn't understand a single thing. So that would make it difficult. But vi skulle kunna prata lite svenska nu när vi ändå sitter här. Och då kan vi ändå säga att jättekul att alla ni från Sverige tittar och att ni vill ha en vlogg på svenska. Men jag hoppas att engelska funkar så att alla kan titta på det vi gör. I hope that's good enough for now. Can you please do a vlog on how to edit a video, color correction, workflow and all this? And yes, we will do that. Might be a good idea to do that when I'm on the TV show. Kind of pre-record that. What's the most memorable part of the vlog series so far? All right, Marcus, you go first.
I would have to say the Lambo on the glacier video, because I mean the amount of work and problems and stress that we never showed on the video blog, it's insane. Like, it's a 3-minute video and everyone is like, oh my god, so much fun. No, so much fucking hard work.
A week of no sleep and problems.
Oh my god.
So I agree that
We didn't eat for 2 days, we didn't sleep for 2 days, we drove all night, but I would do it again.
Yep. Me too. And we got to drive the Lambo on the glacier.
Which was epic.
So you can check that out up here as well if you haven't seen that.
Yeah.
But that was, I agree. A lot, but the thing is, the more problems you have to do something, the more rewarding it is once you do it. And that was a lot of problems. How long will Marcus and you work together for? Same thing again. We kind of take it day by day. We should probably work on a bit more of a plan though. But it's like we got into it and then everything happened so fast, and then 24/7 was about producing vlogs and figuring out what to do. So planning, there was just not enough time for it. But yeah, that is on our schedule to do as well. Set a plan for life and figure out what to do. We're just making decisions as we go here. The Q&A is forcing decisions out of us.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to ski stuff. Do you still ski? And yes, I don't know, I've gotten so many questions like, why did you quit skiing? And I don't know if you kind of realized, but it's July and it's vacation time even for pro skiers. So, I mean, of course you can ski in the summer, but I skied 12 months a year, 24/7 for 15 years. So for me, being able not to ski a bit in the summer is pretty nice. But yeah, I do still ski, and I am going to either Australia or New Zealand August, September. I haven't really figured out exactly. I don't ski competitively anymore, so I don't compete, but I will try to ski as much as I can during the season and try to visit as many cool places as I possibly can. So I guess we can follow that up with, can you explain your view about sponsors and their opinion on exposure when you were a full-time skier versus now when you do a lot of social media? And to me, it's quite simple. You sponsor someone because you want to sell more products, and the way you sell more products is that you get your products exposure through sponsoring people and marketing. And now with the social media following I have, I probably reach about, I don't know, 20, 30 times more people than I used to reach when I was a full-time skier. So I would say that I'm not a pro skier in the definition of me competing, but in terms of giving my sponsors exposure, I feel that I'm doing really well. I mean, of course, I look at it from douchebag's perspective as well. Like, how do I feel that I can give that brand exposure now compared to when I was skiing full-time and competing? So, I mean, it depends on the sponsor and their strategy and everything, but I think that the value is to inspire people to ski and show the gear that you use. Best place you've ever skied? British Columbia, heli skiing. By far the best in the world. Worst injury you had while skiing? I had 2 injuries in my entire life. One was my knee that I hurt just skiing in a turn, and I thought I was fine, but apparently I blew the ACL in my... Yeah, it was the right knee. Didn't hurt whatsoever, but that was the worst injury I had ski racing. And then I actually broke my back this winter. I didn't really think I hurt myself then either, and after falling, I got up and shaped the jump so it would be good for the next day. But then my back didn't get better, and 2 weeks later I got an x-ray, and he's like, now I know why you're hurt. You have 3 fractures in your back. So those are the only 2 injuries I've had, but they haven't been that bad at all. What is your best memory as a skier? I would say my best memory is winning the X Games in 2002, because the X Games was what got me started with freestyle skiing. I was at Ski Academy in Malung in Sweden. I was watching TV, and I saw X Games on TV, and I was like looking at my buddies. I'm like, that is what I want to do. And they're like, no, come on, they're crazy. Like, you can't do that. And then 3 years later, walking on top of the podium, winning the very same event I saw on TV is the coolest part of skiing that I've done so far. What do we have to do to get a pair of your skis? Hold on, be right back. Sorry. I just realized that we had a bunch of extra skis in the basement. So what you have to do in order to get a pair of skis is just comment on this video and tell me why I should give these to you. And then I'm just gonna give these head frame wall skis to a lucky winner, and you'll have brand new skis for the winter. That's how easy it is to get skis sometimes.
Yeah.
Because looking around here, there's no really that
Use
much
for them.
need for skis.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of them. So I think we'll end it with that, right?
Yeah.
Because then we gotta start shooting today's vlog. Because we took a day off yesterday to not film a single frame, which was nice.
Yep.
But now it's time to get started with overkill mode again.
Let's go.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Ciao.